Yes, he did.
If it used recommended, though.
Yeah, I missed it.
Why
would it end only once?
Hmm. Okay, looks like the YouTube one's up. Maybe?
say having some technical difficulties here. I'm not entirely sure what's. There we go. Not entirely sure what that all was about.
Alright. Just gotta change the title from 101.
What the hell?
Oh god.
It's gonna be
Okay.
one of those days.
How about you
Mhm.
check and see if YouTube is working now?
YouTube's working.
Looks like YouTube is working.
Is Twitch working too? Is it gonna make us pick between one or the other?
Wait.
Looks like Twitch is working.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, it already. Okay.
It looks like both are working.
Okay. Good thing I decided to check on YouTube when I did. Not entirely sure what exactly happened there. Thankfully, it was also before we really got started. So I'm just going to leave the YouTube live studio up. If somebody can have like the stream running in like the background, you don't need the sound. I just need to know if it goes down again.
I already have that up.
Yeah, I have it up now.
Okay. Especially since we're using mainly Theater of the Mind, it didn't really matter if you guys see my end of things anyways.
We did figure out what room we're on, though. 192.
192. The only question...
Aria was the biggest page number at 249.
Okay, I need a number for how many floors away that is.
Max of 57.
Okay, so Arya has 2 levels of exhaustion.
Fine. I didn't want my stats anyway.
Let's see.
Oh wow, my speed is half. That's horrible. Ouch.
Everybody is, except for Luna, is currently suffering from at least a level of exhaustion.
So if they had it before, it'll be 2.
No. You're saying everyone else has to deal with it also.
Not exactly. I'm making sure. Serenity. You can go ahead and just remove Serenity from an auto from the list to prevent confusion.
Okay. Serenity and Auto are out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mel, how many levels are you away from your page?
No, I'm here. How many levels of what?
How many levels from your page are you? Like,
Level 18? What?
What floor?
No.
What page did you start on?
Oh, right. I'm from 26. Aria is from 29.
We're from the same
I'm
page,
from
aren't we?
246. Aria's from 249.
Oh, okay. So each room is a different page then.
yes. And
That's so confusing.
Well, you try keeping track of all of the background stuff as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
54 pages for Melrose.
So Mel has 2 as well.
Okay.
Coral would have 2.
If we're already getting 2 levels of exhaustion,
I didn't
feel
even
like
have
we're
one.
gonna die before we get to the end. Just from exhaustion.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, so I think everybody is up to 2 levels of exhaustion now.
Alright.
I mean, at this range, we're pretty much all exactly the same number.
Yep.
Except for Luna.
So oh yeah, you already did.
Is Luna
What-
exhibiting any signs?
Oh, you got Luna's numbers wrong. She's 1 lower than that.
No.
Luna's room was 215.
Yeah.
and the hands show 1 level.
No, the
one
the
number
man
above.
shows the
next-
room you were from, and then the other number was the next room.
Yeah.
No, I had.
That would be correct. The number that you have on your hoof or hand is the number of the room that you are in, and the next number up would be the
Honestly, we don't
and
even
the way
need
that
this
the way that you have it set up is it's the name followed by the door number followed by the hand number.
Yeah,
So-
the door number is kind of superfluous. We don't need that.
Superfluous.
Yes, that word.
Yeah,
It took me a sec to realize what he meant by that.
superfluous. Yeah, I'm not sure I've heard that pronounced correctly. So there we go. I've learned.
It's fine.
Anyways,
So what about Luna?
Luna would be room 215.
Yeah,
And then
but
the
any
four-
levels of
14.
exhaustions? Because
No.
she's only 23, while everyone else is above that.
So
She just got out of her room, though.
the first level of exhaustion she will take is at the 30th floor or 30th page away from her original page.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I noticed that from the.
What signs is she exhibiting?
She's starting to turn incorporeal.
Oh no.
So she's all see-through and stuff?
Yes.
Starting to.
Like
I
everybody
see.
else, it started at the forelegs or hands, depending on whether or not you're humanoid. So, room 192, as you guys step into the room, first thing you notice is this is the first room since you guys got here and started traveling along that has been pristine. It is the same white space that you guys remember that when you first landed in y'all's rooms. Sitting in roughly what you could estimate to be the center of the room is a tallish Kieran of shades of many colors of purple, who just seems to be sitting staring up at what would be a ceiling if you could tell if there was one.
Hold up, is this who I think it is?
I don't know. Is it?
So it's a tall Kieran's in the middle of the room?
Well, I think I know who Cameo thinks this is.
I guess Kindle's seeing another Karen is gonna kind of go over and investigate.
So, upon your approach, you note that she's roughly the size of a Kieran leader, being taller than most, and has that kind of slender physique that is also kind of one of the things that they're known for. She doesn't seem to notice your approach. as you step closer. What do?
Kindle is gonna clear his throat and see if that gets her attention.
She turns towards you and goes, "Oh, hello, Pyre." And then kind of gives you a smile and says, "You're right on time."
That's
Fire.
the wrong name. Was that
Is it?
intentional nameless?
Was that right? Which fucking flaming Kieran is this of yours?
This is Kindle.
Oh, this
Kendall,
is-
god damn it. I thought I had it right.
Fire? Let's do it.
I had to make sure that wasn't intentional.
No, this asshole named all of his Kierans basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So blame this on Cold.
He wants to go down in a blaze of glory.
Y'all be having too many characters with two similar names.
It's always element based.
One of them is Pyrolite, and the other is, I don't remember the other half of the name, but Kindle. Like,
That's the only part of the name. It's just Kindle.
either way, fuck you and your similar ass names.
So I take it she was supposed to say that to Kindle.
Yes.
Okay.
But somebody had to name all of his characters the same fucking thing.
For a second, I thought you were going for like a meta thing, like she remembers Pyre, and she's like referring to the player or something. But no. Anyways, let's move on.
Kindle takes a couple of surprise steps back. It's like, do you know me?
She looks back up, and at this point, you do notice the unusual eyes for a Kieran. They're gold with a vertical slit rather than a standard round pupil. And she says, "Not really."
How did you know who I am?
She looks at you again and says, "I just do."
Huh.
You get the distinct impression that she knows more than she's letting on.
Kindle kind of just eyes her before just like kind of shaking his head and just kind of dismissing it for the moment. Well, you know my name. Would you be polite enough to give us yours?
She nods and says that you can call her Nebula.
Of course.
Duh. Of fucking course. Ugh.
Pleasure to meet you,
Nebula.
Nebula.
Who's Nebula?
A reoccurring character.
One that
Sounds like
none of
she's
the
coming to
parties
us.
that have encountered her have been able to figure out her secret. Anyways,
She has
what
a
was
secret?
what was the thing that you said, Cold?
Pleasure to meet you.
She nods and says likewise.
Now, you said I was right on time? What does that mean?
Exactly what it sounded like it meant. You're on time.
As if you were expecting me.
Well, not just you. The others are on time too. Except for that one. And she points at Arya.
Huh? What's... I'm sorry, why am I not on time? Why am I not expected?
Well, I didn't say you weren't expected, I'm just saying you're not on time.
Oh. Well, I'm always late, so there's nothing new there. Speaking of... Oh.
Kindle kind of looks around the room. Well, given we're in the middle of this white space, I take it you kind of have at least some idea of what's going on?
She shrugs and says, I read a book and now I'm here. And here is where I needed to be.
Oh, you shouldn't go around reading those. Those are dangerous.
Not usually. But that one, yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're here for a purpose, and we are on time, I take it you were waiting for us?
She gives you a thoughtful look before saying, I suppose so.
Well, you're welcome to travel with us, though, as you kind of might see, kind of shows off the effect that's on his forearm or forehoof. Leaving these particular rooms, you start getting this kind of thing, and kind of looks back at the party. It's starting to get worse for us.
She nods and stands up and says, well, we're not getting any younger here.
Wait, hold on. What? And Arya walks over to her. Why is it that you... How do you know that... Like, you said you fell into the... You read a book and then got sucked in here. Why aren't you like everyone else, like how Luna was? All hypnotized and mesmerized by this place, you know?
I mean, you could easily snap yourself out of it.
Can you?
Not
I mean, isn't that what you did?
necessarily. If you've been here as long as I have, the book has a way of worming its way in. However, in order for you to be entrapped in it, you need desires.
So you have no desires.
It's hard to desire something you can't remember.
I can understand a lack of memory. I barely remember anything from before I met these guys. Kind of what happens when you're brought back from the dead.
I like Nebula. Let's keep Nebula with us.
You wouldn't happen to have any insight on how we could potentially get out of this book without these effects getting worse?
She shakes her head.
Well, that was a thought. I guess we keep marching on.
She stands up and starts following you guys as well. I will note that as you guys start moving again, you can see a range of emotions flickering across Luna's faces, and it almost seems like she might recognize Nebula, but at the same time, there's a good deal of dismissal after a few seconds.
Well,
is something bothering you, Luna?
She shakes her head and says, No, nothing.
Alright, well, if you're sure, if you need to talk about anything, or you have any insights on anything, you have willing ears.
She mumbles a thanks and continues to follow the group.
I guess we continue on.
Okay, roll a d20.
we're gonna die.
Thank you for reminding us to drink water.
Alright, D20 coming at ya. I suck at this.
I mean, 7 isn't that bad.
One night.
Arya
It
is
is
up to 3 levels of exhaustion.
See,
Should have rolled better.
you know what?
Then we'd all have exhaustion.
7, so that'd be.
Also, that was a D20, not a D30.
Yeah, he said D20, didn't he?
I did.
Alright, so 3 levels of exhaustion?
If you are
Congratulations.
60 floors away from your original page, then you are at 3 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Yeah, that-
As long as we don't fight, we're good, you know?
yeah.
How long does it take to get rid of 1 level of exhaustion?
You can't get rid of these.
Oh.
But normally you get rid of 1 every long rest.
Okay, so if we get out of here and I'm assuming chances are these would disappear, but if they don't, we're gonna have to spend like weeks recovering.
I mean, we just like sleep for a week and we'll be fine.
Well,
We'll be fine as soon as we leave the book.
yeah, and aren't the long rests different now? Don't they consume like a
Yeah.
few days or a week or something?
I think it was 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
That would be correct. So, as you guys continue, you open the door into a room that looks very industrial. There's all kinds of instruments and all kinds of scientific-looking doohickeys and thingamabobs and meters and all kinds of stuff. As you guys make your way into the room, you come across 3 identical-looking humanoids, and all of them look at you guys with a critical eye and say, "Ah, you must be traveling through the book."
Yes we are.
Well, you'll need this. And before anybody can react, there's several more, all of which look like the exact same dude, that just kind of appear from behind various instruments, and you're each stabbed with a syringe.
Jaxed.
As you guys take a moment, you realize that the pain has subsided and you feel rejuvenated, and you guys are set back to 0 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Can I look at myself, like to see if any of the side effects are gone?
It does appear that you have returned to normal.
I see.
Everyone?
The short little humanoid adjusts the goggles that he's wearing and says, "Oh, good, you didn't explode."
Wait, what?
Definitely the augmenter.
Well, regardless, we're thank you for that. Now
don't
we
worry,
won't,
it only works once.
once. Oh,
Yeah, kind of figured.
well. Guess I can't just pay you for more of them.
With what currency? There's nothing useful here. And as you start to look around a little more, you realize that this exact individual seems to be copy pasted all throughout this room. All of them are doing various tasks and monitoring monitors, pulling at levers, pressing buttons, messing with chemicals.
So, from the looks of it, I'm assuming you're some kind of scientist. But here's a good question: why are they all you?
Oh, that's because I cloned myself.
You cloned yourself.
Yes, how else am I supposed to do the research to get out of here?
I'm gonna lean over to
Phoenix.
yes, to Phoenix.
Should've
Sounds
brought
like-
a maniac to lab assistance.
Sounds like you could have you could learn a few things from him.
Goes over, picks up Phoenix. We're not staying here.
Oh, I didn't expect you to. You'd be interrupting my research anyways.
Nah. Yeah, apparently you know a whole hell of a lot more about this book.
Oh, absolutely. From the desire poison to its purpose.
Desire poison?
Yeah, that's what we call the effects of what you're under. No,
I
there's no
see.
way to remove the poison. No, there's no way to find an antidote that lasts more than just what we gave you.
Alright.
Then what else are you
Sounds-
researching?
Well, there's gotta be a way out of here that doesn't involve us dying. So that's what we're here to do.
I see.
I take it you didn't believe the person in charge when he says basically keep walking through the doors, get to the beginning of the book.
Oh, he didn't tell you everything. The steward never does.
Of course he didn't.
See,
Could
once you start
you
getting
enlighten
in, once you start getting into the double and single digit rooms, the poison accelerates
By how much?
by a lot.
Oh, wonderful. That would explain why you're still researching rather than traveling.
In
How'd you
theory,
even find this?
in theory, if our hypothesis is correct, which we have not been able to test, to be entirely frank, the farther in you go, the more likely it is you unravel into nothing more than words.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Be
Another,
nothing but words.
Another clone pops his head around the corner. Is like, "Yeah, there's you. You're in a book. What did you expect?"
Not to be turned into word spaghetti. I was kind of hoping this was just a picture book.
Oh no, this is far from that. We actually had contact with someone who had a bit more information than we did, and it said that this was a gestational chamber for what was the term they used? A king. Whatever the hell that is. I've never heard of a king that wasn't coronated.
Yeah. Indol looks over at Coral. Didn't your friend mention something like that?
Coral kind of backs away. Yeah, about that. This isn't a type of king that goes by a traditional coronation. It's usually punctured by lots of death and destruction, and a bunch of other stuff.
You are suddenly mobbed by dozens of clones, all holding notebooks, taking notes, going, interesting, in just like the most deafening fashion because all of them are saying it at once.
Coral flies up. Don't do that!
Well, tyrannical kings aside, how are you getting in contact with others? And is there a way for us to use this to get in contact with others?
I mean, people come traveling through here on a fairly regular basis thinking they'll escape. Almost never do.
I see, so that's your version of contact.
How do you know they don't escape?
Because
If they
the
don't come back?
steward brings them back. Even he has to abide by the rules to an extent. So his rules seem to be different.
There's rules. There's bound to be exceptions, right?
That's not typically how rules work.
I mean, if he's more along the lines of an employee, it makes a lot of sense that he wouldn't actually follow the same exact rules. You wouldn't expect a person buying food to have the same exact rules as a chef.
See, this one has the idea.
Well, rules in Manhattan are constantly broken, so all we gotta do is just find them and see what we can do. Besides, I'm sure we're gonna be breaking a rule by trying to get out of this book anyway.
Yeah, pretty sure we started breaking the rules the moment we left our pages.
We're discussing multiple different kinds of rules.
Well, right now, we'd better get going before we end up, turning all ugly again.
Oh, you'll do that as soon as you leave.
Wait,
Yeah,
The
that figures.
process will begin again. We just
does it
reset
pause? Does it pause every time we go into any room, or just?
Well, it doesn't accelerate.
Does it reverse the longer we're in that room?
Nope. You have to return to your room to reverse it entirely.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
It'd be really nice to know what all the rules are, but even
Frankly,
then,
we
I
haven't
don't know
even
if I...
figured that out.
Yeah, well, given how long you've likely been here, I suppose that would make sense.
It is our hypothesis that there are rules that even the steward doesn't know.
Yeah, it would make sense. I
Be
mean,
the only way to keep him here.
true, and I mean, once this whole book fills up and the quote-unquote party starts, who's to say he doesn't get eaten up too?
That is a good question. As far as we've been able to tell, he does not have a room, though. So, does that mean he doesn't have a page? Does he possibly, maybe he's the one who becomes the king? We're not entirely certain. We have no proof for anything.
I wonder if the king is technically the author of this book.
I've
He
heard
could very well be
Stewart
the...
is Clearly a steward.
Yeah. He may be the table of contents for all we know.
What
He
makes
may
sense?
also be the threads in this page that if we pull apart, the book falls apart.
Well, regardless, we can't just sit here thinking about what he might and might not be. We should get going.
I will say that we do know he's not the author. The author is an individual being known as the Corruptor. We don't know much
What?
else.
The Corruptor, huh?
Okay, out of character.
Yeah, out of character, I think, would Coral be the only one who knows that?
Coral will not know about the Corruptor in character. I know about the
Okay.
Corruptor because of just how long I've been around.
Yeah, same.
I knew exactly where this was going, but it's still.
Huh. The Corruptor. Yeah, probably somebody else's ass we're gonna have to kick at some point.
Let's just hope it's not when we're sickly. I don't think we'll fare too well against them in those states.
Yeah, likely not.
Well, based on our hypothesis, I don't know if being hale and hearty would help you either.
Oh? How come?
Well, based off of what we've learned of this book, and he points at Luna and Nebula, individuals of incredible power can be trapped in here with no hope of escape.
I see your point.
That's disconcerting.
Well, no matter what, there has to be some way we can escape.
From a
There's
book
a way
that
in,
makes
there has to be
gods
way out.
bend to its rules. If you figure it out, let us know. We have further research to do.
Pretty sure if we figure out, we'll be outside of the book, but we'll do our best.
And yeah, well, once we get out, hopefully we can, well, do something that doesn't result in killing everybody inside.
Darn. This is going to be really tough.
And thank you all for your help. And well, we'll see. Thanks again.
They've already gone back to working on research. All potentially thousands of them.
Once more into the breach.
Okay. Who wants to roll the next dice? It'll be a d20.
Here you go. 17.
Okay. So everybody receives a level of exhaustion.
Ooh, yeah,
At
it's
17.
no.
Didn't you say it was
At
starts
30?
at 30? Yeah.
It did originally.
Yeah, he mentioned the farther you get up, the faster it goes.
Yeah.
If you looked at how it was proceeding before you got there, you got 30 and then 20 and then 10.
Yeah.
Well, regardless. At least we're all on the same page now, you know? All of us having a level of exhaustion. So now we don't have to... Now we can all die as a party if it comes down to it. I'm saying this out of character, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kendall is looking at you flatly. I can't tell if that's... I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Yeah, that's out of character.
Yeah, on the same page.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, what are we up to now?
What was the number again?
You guys move forward 17 floors.
17.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
I'll give
13.
Cameo a sec to So, did you figure out what floor you're on, Cameo?
17 safe floors, and then we're on the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 166. Since we had 17 safe floors.
So, as you guys step through, again, this place seems very industrial, but not in the same way as the previous industrialized floor. This one, the spaces are titanic in nature. You're currently standing on a pipe that is about roughly a mile wide. And you can see into the distance, it just kind of drops off into nothingness. It's almost... the environment around you almost looks like somebody told something that didn't know what a city was to build a city, and then it just kept building.
See.
There are structures that look like they should be something, but on closer inspection, appear to be just the outer shell of a structure. Windows that don't lead anywhere, doors that open into empty space. Various industrial contraptions that look like they could have a purpose if they didn't just kind of, like, some of them are hanging upside down when it looks like something should be sitting on what is now the bottom of them.
Sounds like the contractors ran out of money.
Really?
What
Well,
do?
let's keep
Where's
going
the
forward.
door? Yeah, where's the door?
The door is at the very far end. This time it is very nearly outside of visual range. In fact, it's hard to tell if it's the door or if it's another construct built by whatever is going on here. But it will take you a little exploration.
No point standing there.
Everybody... is everybody going to start moving?
Mhm.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Oh, those are at disadvantage again.
Can't you? I'm guessing not passive. Passive won't do.
No.
Disadvantage perception.
Disadvantage perception.
Oh,
Everybody in the out here like they see all.
Like,
Kindle,
shiz.
goddamn.
Yeah, that perception. Like,
You rolled
damn.
a 15 with disadvantage.
God.
Cammy, you having issues or...
It's loading up slowly.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till you get your roll in. Okay, so Arya and Phoenix do not notice this, but for the rest of you, as you guys are picking your way through the industrial hellscape that this is, you start to notice out of the corners of your eye as something is moving around. Something very large, and there's multiple of them. But you never quite get a solid look at them. They're always just on the peripherals of your vision. Almost as if it is stalking you and does not wish to be seen.
Why do I feel like I'm being hunted? I do not like feeling like I'm being hunted. I am the hunter.
Luna and Nebula both seem oblivious to what is going on.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask if those were dice.
Yes, those were dice.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Keep your eyes open.
So as you guys continue, you start to see the flashes of movement of whatever it is more frequently. I will note that the environment has plenty of places to hide, if you would like to do so, or if you want to, you can also attempt to move more stealthily. It would require a stealth check.
Disadvantage stealth with a guy who does not like stealth. Fun.
Well, you better start liking stealth soon.
Is
I
Kindle
suppose
just doing this stealth?
No, it would be everyone.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah, Kindle just doesn't want to.
Failed to notice the things yet.
Yeah, well, if I get noticed, everybody else keep their heads down.
I can wave my staff and give everyone +10 if they want.
Mel says as he miserably fails.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to do that anyways?
Yeah, I'm doing.
I don't think anybody's going to complain too much.
I'm tired, and I know I'm already bad at this.
So you said everybody gets a +10?
Yeah.
Okay. So, despite the fact that Mel basically started the Crunk theme song, you guys are doing pretty well after he cast the spell. I'm assuming pass without trace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out the song is actually the casting of the spell.
As you
She's very helpful.
as you watch, a large, what appears to be some sort of golem or robot climbs out and starts searching the area. But as you guys watch, something else comes rocketing out of fucking nowhere and hits it like a missile. You do hear the sounds of somebody shouting something over the impact. If you want, you can roll a perception based around hearing to see if you can catch what he is yelling. It is a male voice.
I'm determined to succeed in perception. Alright.
Kindle's on a roll today.
Well, fuck.
Nah.
What is your secret, Kendall? Like,
So,
Tap sword.
Weighted dice.
Kindle and Mel are the only two that hear this, but it is slightly garbled too, even with the good rolls. But this guy has yelled, essentially, he's doing the anime thing of screaming his moves before he does them, and this one was something comet.
Super Comet Blast!
As you guys watch, he leaps backwards and strikes an odd pose. All of his armor blows off, and underneath, holy crap, he is just way out of shape. Before it suddenly slams back against him, making him look all muscular again, and he points his arm at it, and there's a momentary pause before he just screams "Arm Death Cannon" and fires a laser beam into the machine.
What is wrong with this guy?
Nice direct. Yeah, nice direct him with overwhelming firepower. Just my kind of guy.
Sorry, what? I was not paying attention to anything. What?
Basically, the guy whose room this is just doing, like, overpowered anime shit.
I'm saying that in character. I got a 1.
Oh.
Explain an answer. Let him cook.
So,
Yeah.
Seems like he's having fun.
do we even want to get involved? But then I just point my hoof at, I wave my hoof at him.
As you
Whatever.
say that, the machine gets up, in a mechanical voice, you hear it yell, "Get a job!"
God damn it.
As the battle ensues, it continues to scream various things that vary from "get a life" to "get a job" to "go outside" to basically everything the Japanese stereotype of a NEET would hate hearing.
Alright, boomer. But no, I'm just gonna. Okay, so yeah, can we just go and leave this to sort itself out?
Yeah.
Yeah, not our fight. Besides, it's not like he can die.
Yeah, he'll win this one.
We can only hope.
If it doesn't go on forever. Nope. It'll be fine.
Yeah, well, nature of these rooms, it will go on forever. But yeah, let's get moving.
At least up until the point that the party starts.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Okay, so you guys continue your journey.
Yep.
No matter where you are in the room, you can tell that the fight is still going on in spectacular fashion. And before you reach the door, you see him. By all accounts, it appears that he has finished off the machine and is currently standing surrounded by scantily clad women, all cheering his name, which is some just like overblown title of a name. By the time you guys make it through the door, they haven't finished the first part of the chant.
That guy strikes me as a wannabe.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are these rooms getting weirder and weirder?
There's that too.
I mean,
People have
as we keep going, they've been in here longer and longer. So, I guess it makes sense.
Did you say something, Coral?
People have all sorts of fantasies. I am not surprised about this in the slightest.
Well, I am. Either way, Skip? Anyone?
Anyways, somebody roll me a d20.
I got it.
By the way,
Five.
Sad.
Bad.
By the way, how is Nebula like decomposing?
So
Still,
she's covered in what appears to be twisted clock faces.
oh,
And the arms of the clock or the hands of the clock are actually moving. But none of them seem to tell a specific time. Or at least not that you can read.
so they're moving, but they don't match. That's
Nope.
fun.
It matches her character perfectly.
If you haven't noticed, there are several characters where it reflects their character and others where it doesn't.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out which ones it matches and which ones it does not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
You said it's only 5? Oh, wow, it really is only 5. Jeez.
Yeah, I has bad roll.
So, when you guys step into the next page, this is the most normal room you have ever walked into. It is just remarkably unremarkable.
Remarkably unremarkable?
Yes. Considering the kinds of things that you have been seeing, including, the sea of naked bodies, this is strange in how unremarkable it is. And it is more of a hallway, and you see what appears to be another room.
Someone's a wallflower. Doesn't want to be noticed.
There is light spilling out of the adjacent room to the hallway.
Let's head toward the light, everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm a
gonna-
sneak there. Because just in case something is, gonna kill us.
Roll stealth.
Alright. Please no nat 1. Please no nat 1. It's not a nat 1. Still sucks, but not a nat 1, so.
It was a nat 3! So, when you get to the opening, inside is 3 humans. Each one is it's a mother, a father, and a son. That much is obvious. And they are sitting down to a meal. The father does not, or the parents don't seem to be noticing you. The child is currently complaining about his meal. All very normal.
Alright. I'm assuming no one else went with me, right?
I'm letting you scout ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak back to the others and say, there's some strange creatures eating a meal there.
Define strange.
I don't know.
They look like
They're
the researcher, but tall.
They look like the researcher, just, a little taller. It's kind of on the short side.
Okay.
They're having a meal. They don't look dangerous, though.
In this book, danger is relative. Let me guess. The door we need to find's on the other side of that room.
Probably.
More diplomacy. Let's get this over with.
Just want to say I don't really feel comfortable with you doing diplomacy, but we'll see how it goes.
So, you guys are all going to enter the room?
I'm going to knock politely first.
They don't seem to notice you. Roll me a perception.
That one.
Everything looks normal.
Oh god.
No, everything
Words
looks
you
fine to
don't-
me.
Words you don't want to hear from the DM.
Kendall just kind of opens the door and kind of discreetly starts making his way around the room.
Okay. So as you make your way through, and you approach the table, because there's no way to get around them without getting closer.
Right.
Everybody that isn't Kendall or Arya, go ahead and roll me a perception. Mel?
Oh, right. 1 second.
So, Mel, I'm going to make the assumption that you're kind of just bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
As you are sidling past, you notice that the food that they're eating doesn't look as edible as you would have initially believed, and nobody else seems to notice the fact that they're eating smashed up clocks. The only one that seems to be having any kind of effect from it is the father, whose face you can see broken glass and clock hands poking out of his cheeks and things like that. And as he just continues to shovel the remains of clocks into his mouth.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Sounds tasty.
Sounds like a waste of time.
Did you say that's not normal out loud?
Yeah, I guess.
So as you say that, a all too familiar voice replies,
Well, of course not. His desire was to have more time with his family, since he spent so much time losing them because of his career. And thus, he's here having more time with his family.
Aww.
As sweet as that sounds, I think there might be a little something wrong with him.
Pretty sure that's not what he meant by that.
So the rest of the group has no clue about the clock meal.
Oh.
So for the rest of you, it looks like a reasonably normal scene of them just sitting having a meal together.
Right.
So, do we free him or just let him stay here?
Well, let him stay.
I would actually quite recommend that. It is my understanding that he was quite the abusive father in his time outside of the book. A temper that few could match.
Well,
Yeah,
go
definitely
onward,
leave him
then.
alone. Let's go.
as Arya leaves, she's going to stick her tongue out at the guy eating.
By the way, if I didn't already say it, if you guys are over 20 away now, so you're now at level 2 of exhaustion.
Wait, level
Alright.
level 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, it speeds up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me another d20.
I've got this one.
Why did you roll 2?
Oh, I thought I only rolled 1. Shit.
Well, 11.
Yeah.
Level 3 exhaustion.
God.
Shit.
Unless we're probably getting closer. Saying that out of character.
It's like, what, 140?
Man, we would have been dead if we didn't get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%.
My gosh.
Hi. So we're in level 3 of exhaustion. Let me do that last. Let me just do the numbers right now.
At this point, the decay is also traveled all the way up your arms, and you're showing signs all across your face and head, as well as down your backs.
Sure, a little bit of makeup would make this look better.
I mean, who was it? There's a couple of you that have extra mouths now.
Wait, what?
Let's see.
You said it's 11 rooms?
Yes, you guys moved forward 11 rooms.
Okay,
Just
we're
to-
in 148.
Okay. So as you guys continue to trek through, things are starting to get harrowing again. Everything hurts. Movement is difficult and painful, and you just feel like the weight of the world has been dropped onto your back.
There's got to be something to stop this.
Unless you have a magical cure-all, I don't see any other way but to get out of here.
You know, that scientist guy did have something that helped. Maybe we should keep our eyes out for something else like that.
Maybe, but hopefully we have someone as industrious.
And on top of that, didn't he say that only would work once?
Well, his version. Yeah, I think what Mel here means is someone else doing something similar.
I see.
Okay. So, you guys walk into a room, and it's got just like a field of gorgeous white flowers. And you can see on the far end of the room between you and the door is a mirror with something hunched in front of it. What do?
Gonna probably keep my distance and try and circle around to the door.
Okay. Go ahead and...
I'm gonna go with him. Just in case.
roll stealth.
Do we still have the bonus 10?
I can cast it as many times as you want me to.
Cast it again.
Here, wave away. There you go.
Stealth. 23.
19.
So
41.
we Phoenix. I need corals. So Coral, with as you are, we're gonna have you holding up the rear this time, and as you guys start moving your way through the room, the thing hunched in front of the mirror jerks suddenly and starts crawling in your direction at unnatural speeds. It looks like it was at one point humanoid, but God, is it hideous. This is probably the ugliest thing you have ever seen in your life, as it comes at you and grabs your the front of like your chest fur and pulls you down towards its level and says in a very raspy, creaky kind of voice, think Wicked Witch of the West kind of voice, and asks you if you think that it's beautiful. The sheer stench coming off of this thing, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw to keep from gagging.
Constitution saving throw.
I feel like this one's desires aren't being met. They should pick the management.
You stand there dry heaving at the stench of the creature, who lets go and looks around, spotting Phoenix, which apparently is much more taken with Phoenix's appearance. Phoenix, you can make an attempt to escape with a dexterity saving throw, but it is headed your direction next.
She's gonna try and brave it.
Okay. So
Constitution, great though. But if she rolls like that,
you do manage to avoid the urge to dry heave, as the creature grabs hold of you and says that it wants your face. And begins to start clawing at your face.
Kindle is definitely not gonna like this and is gonna turn and promptly start charging at her.
Eldritch Blast! Didn't show what it does.
Click for description only.
You also kind of need to roll to hit. There we go.
I didn't do disadvantage.
That doesn't seem to.
Didn't even give me the prompt.
You didn't roll to hit. That was rolling damage.
No, the top number is the hit.
That's
that's the damage.
No, there's the hit
it
and
was
the damage.
There we go. The second time you rolled it. The
Why does it
20.
say
I rolled
Firebolt?
Firebolt the first time.
I mean,
Oh,
technically,
Firebolt was.
Eldritch Blast is like 4 attacks. So
Something.
It does need to be. The attack does need to be rolled 4 times.
Oh, good God. Okay.
that's probably why it doesn't.
Why would they
I
do
wouldn't
this?
I wouldn't be surprised if Roll20 doesn't like Eldritch Blast.
I should have chosen a different spell.
3.
Eldritch.
Yeah.
So you
Those dog hit.
pelt this thing with Eldritch Blast, and it reels backwards and retreats to its mirror, where you can hear it murmuring about how hideous you guys are, and that it doesn't need your face anyways.
You hear that? Thinks I'm beautiful.
Coral looks very, very concerned.
Kindle will basically kind of stand between the thing and everyone else as they make their way to the door, his hand on his sword, ready to draw.
You have hands? When did Kurans have hands?
Hooves.
30 seconds ago.
Kindle suddenly grows hands.
You're not in the right room for that desire.
Let's get out of here.
Go ahead and
Lyra yet.
go ahead and roll me the d20 again.
Okay. Sorry, that's a 2.
You know,
I'm gonna
at
make
least
you
it wasn't a
re-roll
1.
that.
Okay.
At least it wasn't a 1.
9.
Somebody else roll it.
Make
Damn
us
it, you
roll
got
like
this.
2d10 or something if you want like average or something.
16.
Thank you, Coral. So as you guys continue, the how many rooms total? I'm pretty sure that's enough for 2 more levels of exhaustion.
Oof, that means we can't move anymore.
You guys step into the room.
Wait, 2
And-
more levels?
Yes, you have a movement of 0 now. As you guys step into the room, the poison, the desire poison, has taken a root hard enough that you guys can barely even speak from the pain and the exhaustion caused by it, as all of you have turned into twisted things that can barely be recognized as what you were before. And I'm talking like rictus grins that curl unnaturally at the corners of your mouth, eyes too large for the sockets that hold them, things like that. This goes for both Luna and Nebula as well. You guys have turned into quite horrific-looking, twisted monstrosities. As you step into this room, though, the room is just... It looks like somebody threw a scroll that was literal leagues of distance, which they've just haphazardly been thrown into this room, the steward makes his appearance and says,
Well, well, well. You've made it this far. However, I believe this will be the end of your journey. Soon you will end up just like this poor fellow who believed that he could escape as well. See, there is no escape. This is the ultimate fate of all who attempt to leave the book.
as he gestures at the landscape, you start to realize that it is collected vaguely in the shape of an oversized humanoid corpse. But it is still made entirely of the scroll-like paper. The writing on it is entirely gibberish. And he bows and disappears again as you guys start to feel the world grow dark and begin to fade. Quarrel, I want you to do me a favor and roll an advantaged religion.
You said advantage?
Yes.
18.
So, as things begin to fade for you, your mind goes in kind of a rush, trying to, claw at literally anything for a sense of, this not being the end. And you latch hold of the one thing that has remained fairly consistent throughout your time adventuring with this group of yahoos. And reach out for the religion that you essentially fell into because of them. And you could feel a sort of fading strength. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. This one will also be at advantage.
19.
So, for the rest of you guys, as you are starting to also fade, you hear the sound that is a combination of the sound of tearing flesh and ripping paper, as the lump that had been Coral previously splits apart, and she looks way worse for wear. But Coral manages to pull out of what almost looks like now a cocoon, and stands there panting, still very much in pain, but alive. Phoenix, roll me an Arcana at advantage.
Phoenix's Arcana rolls, I swear.
So, you two, in your waning moments, begin to flail about wildly for something concrete, something that has supported you throughout your journeys. And being a mage, the first and final thing that you grab hold of is your belief in your own magical abilities. And as you do that, roll a advantage Constitution saving throw. You also are able to tear free of this cocoon that would have been your tomb.
And I roll, investigation or something to try and figure out how that worked so I can pass it on.
Well, we gotta wait until everybody makes it through theirs. This is technically all happening simultaneously. Mel,
Yeah.
roll nature at advantage for me.
Well, at least I have that. Okay.
So, much like the other two, you find something about yourself that has been consistent even through your strange changes. Because despite the fact becoming a spore druid, you are in fact still a druid. As you grab hold of that one fact, you need to also roll a Constitution saving throw at advantage. Okay. You two have broken free of the cocoon.
Yay.
Arya,
Yeah.
you are going to roll an advantage acrobatics. Because as a
Okay.
monk, your skill and dexterity is the thing for you.
All right. Advantage acrobatics, huh?
Yes. Roll the Constitution advantage as well.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad.
And you as well pull free of the cocoon. And for my
Nice.
barbarian, athletics.
Athletics at advantage, I take it.
Yes.
At least it wasn't wisdom this time, or intelligence.
Followed by the same Constitution saving throw that everybody else has had to make. And you as well are able to pull out of the cocoon. I will note that for your two tag-alongs, they also managed to free themselves. You are no longer exhausted, but you do still have signs of the poison. It's not gone, but it is postponed for the moment. For Phoenix, you wanted to investigate further what's going on?
Yes, I did.
Roll Arcana for me.
Normal roll or advantage or disadvantage?
It would be whatever your normal roll is.
Okay.
Okay. So, magically speaking, there was something that you were able to essentially use to pull yourself out of what happened. You're going to need a bit more information from your companions before you can assess fully what happened. Because all you know is your belief in your magic and your abilities were what pulled you out. If you're going to gather more information, that requires you speak to your companions. Not sit quietly.
It's like we're a little tougher than that guy thought.
Apparently.
Whirl
Oh.
is face down on the floor right now.
Everything hurts.
Well, good news is we're out of whatever the heck just happened. And for some reason I don't feel exhausted anymore. I feel I don't know, wide awake, honestly.
Still hurts. Kindle's gonna start going from person to person, making sure they're all okay.
Roll me a quick medicine check.
Let's see, medicine.
So as you go around inspecting everybody, they do still show signs of the scarring from that is indicative of the desire poison. However, it's reverted to as if you had only stepped through one door from your initial room. And that goes for everybody.
Alright, looks like we are sorta back at square one. Guess we got a reset for the moment.
Did everybody get out there with magic? Didn't know it. Everybody had magic.
I think I did.
I did what I usually do, and I just brute strength my way out of it.
Out of character, technically every pony has magic, but
Semantics.
Not every pony.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, every pony has magic. But that's beside the point.
My other one is very specifically unmagical.
Anyway, I didn't really use any type of magic. I just got out. I was just squirming, I think. I don't know. It's hard to remember.
Well, good job.
Well, now that we've gotten out, we should probably rest up a tiny bit and then head back out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Before we continue, we're about an hour and a half in. It's almost 7 p.m. my time. Do we want to put a pin in it, or do we want to continue?
I could continue.
I'm
I'd
good
like
with
to
either
continue.
or.
I feel like that's a good enough place to stop as any.
Alright.
Cameo?
Personally, don't mind either way. But it would be a decent place to stop. So it's really up to everyone else.
So somebody
Well,
is going to have to make a
For the
definitive decision.
For the sake of story, it would be better for us to pick this up next time.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
said.
So, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Big thank you to my priest tier Patreons, Cameo Shadowless, Ice Crystal, and Scarmax. If you want to show further support to the channel, there is links in the description for my voice mod, my Patreon, my Discord, as well as any support given through super chats, bits, subs on Twitch, the YouTube membership system, and I think I have something active on Discord as well that you can also show support that way. All of that is greatly appreciated and will help me continue to do what I do. Other than that, we will have the usual streams all of next week, as well as some, I'll probably do some Twitch-only live streaming. Other than that, everybody have a great evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or die, Jay.
Great.
See you
Bye,
next time.
everyone.